Okay, so there is something I want all of you guys to be able to do. I am showing you on the desktop version. If you can't do it on the desktop version, do it on your phone, but I highly recommend just opening it on the desktop version because then you can play with it. If it's something you can't do, then feel free to next week inside of your check-ins, go into your check-in, like go into your check-in day, and at the bottom where it says if you have any other feedback for me, then put in your MyFitnessPal username / email and your password, and I can change it for you. Otherwise, what I want you to do is make sure the worst feature on this thing is that it usually comes showing sugar. I don't give a crap what it says about sugar. So let's change the sugar to fiber. And you can put whatever the hell you want there. I just put potassium. I wouldn't put sodium because it's not accurate. I salt my food like shit and I'm not logging my salt. So either put saturated fat or put potassium. I might put saturated fat there actually. And then like you can put meal times there, but otherwise just type in here. I want everyone to do this because it will be so much more freeing. Just type in meal 1, 2, 3, 4, and then dessert here. And if you're someone who knows that you have anything extra inside of the week, just put extras in there. But one thing I do want to mention when it comes to the dessert, because many of you have that history of wanting treats. I don't like calling food treat. It's an indulgence. And when you have an indulgence, the meaning of indulgence is satisfaction, satisfying, gratifying, fulfillment, and fulfilling. So it's not an indulgence if it's something that comes with shame, that comes through the day that you didn't want to do, that you shouldn't do, and that is taking away from your goals, which most of the time it is, or most of the time it's mindful, or most of the time you don't even look at it. So the indulgence serves a better purpose than when it's actually indulged mindfully, intentionally, and you enjoy it. So the question that you can start to ask there is, how many calories do you have at first? Like, what is your calorie allowance? Then what would 10 to 15% of that be? That's your allowance for an indulgence. So for example, if you're on 1700 calories, you only really have 170 to about 250 calories that you can put towards that indulgence. So I would say don't have more than 10 to 15% as your indulgence calories. If possible, keep it to 10%, but otherwise 10 to 15% of your total calories there, provided you've upped the dose of your plants, etc., up the top. And if you can set that aside for every single day, then that is giving you that freedom that you should be having in your food anyway. So have it as chocolate, have it as ice cream. I don't give a crap because you ticked off all your other boxes. Like that's what health is. It's like, okay, tick all your boxes. You're getting 600 to 800 grams of fruit and veg. You're nailing your minimum lean protein targets. You're having a lot of colors, obviously through the plants, the fruit and the veg. You're staying hydrated. Beautiful. Indulge in your dessert, chocolate, ice cream, whatever. And if you haven't ticked off those boxes above, you can still enjoy that chocolate, you can still enjoy that ice cream, but just add extras to it, like raspberries, etc. But I would also say make sure that whatever you have with that dessert, you pay attention to how it then impacts your cravings, your appetite, your sleep, etc. Because you might find that if it's just something that's sweet, it starts to trigger other things, or it doesn't fully satisfy you, or all of a sudden it makes you more hungry, then it's like, okay, I'm going to add a lot more fruit to this. So pay attention to how you feel. If you guys will benefit from my before you eat document, that will help set you up for your foods, let me know. But always ask yourself, would I rather have this now through the day, Or would I want to save it for my nighttime dessert where I can truly enjoy it, eat without distraction, not eat it from a packet, but actually eat it mindfully? So that way you can decide when you want to have that dessert. Do you want one now or when you get home and you can properly sit with it or share a chocolate with your kid? You get one a day. So pick which one you want most. That's where you need to have the discipline to pick your trade offs. It's not about restriction, it's about your discipline and your restraint to choose when you have it, your choice point. Is it moving you towards the person you want to be, or is it taking you away from the person you want to be? Just take ownership of your actions, then everything else looks after itself. You don't need to worry about progress this, results that, outcome this. Never worry about that stuff. Worry about this stuff because this accumulated is taking you there. Know what you want? Then just you zoom out to know what you want, and then you stay zoomed in on the day to days. Love you all, and I hope this helps. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. Don't go too far on this. No, don't have this ticked. Never, never, never have this ticked. Make sure it's off. And I would not attach my watch to this ever. So don't attach your watch to this ever. But just make sure that's never ticked. It's like the worst invention to mankind. Okay, love you all.